Okay, this is John Black, Super Chemist. Playlist called Sermons. I think this is part 3, or part B. I think this is like my 5th sermon Sunday. I'm doing it every Sunday, so if you want to, follow, I'm on Sundays. I'm kind of late today, though. Usually I'm going to try and do it in the morning. But anyways, the title of the video is called, or the subject is called, Should a Husband let his wife work? Okay. And we've already gone into, if a woman works, that means that two people, both parents are going to work 75 hours a week. Because you're going to both be working 50 hours a week at your job, and there's 50 hours worth of stuff you got to do at home to take care of your kids, and take care of your marriage, and take care of your house. That has to be split, so that each parent gets 25 hours if you want it to be equal. That means each parent works 50 plus 75. That's 75 hours a week. 15 hours a day, 5 days a week. Or almost 11 hours a day, every single day for 40 years. Okay? This isn't, this is forever, man. Till you die almost. Till you retire, right? They want this to happen. That is insane. Every woman and man, everyone I talk to says it's impossible. That if you work that much hours, okay, and you just bring up the hours. You don't bring up that the woman's working and the man's working. I'm saying you just bring up to it. If you go up to a total stranger or a friend and you say, hey, if both parents work 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 40 years with the entire marriage, will the marriage last? 100% of them will say no. The marriage will not last. No one, that's a robot. A robot can do that, but a human cannot do that. All of them agree, but then within 3 to 5 years on average, they say 5 years, that's the top. And geez, that's about probably how long marriages last. But then if you say, hey, do you think that a woman, I have a woman, and these are a couple of them that they're not feminist, right? They actually agreed with me and said it's impossible. Even the top of the, crop, that has the most drive and perseverance, even him, that marriage, after 5 years, most, it's going to be done. You know what I mean? And if they're less, endurant, they can't handle as well. You know what I mean? It ain't even going to last for 5 years. Then they say, I ask them, well, then you're against women working in the, that are married, right? That have kids. You're against that. No. They all say, no, I'm not against that. No. Even though it's the same thing that they just said was impossible to do. They literally said, and I'm not talking days later. Oh, I'm not talking hours later. I'm talking like seconds later, minutes later, after saying, hey, it's impossible to do. And then I say, well, if it's impossible to do, then you're against it, right? You think it's not a good idea. No, it's a good idea. No. And what's funny, all of them did the same exact thing because they've all been married like 10 times, right? 3 times, right? And what do they say? My marriages were, we both worked, full-time jobs, man. So I know they work. They've all been married 3 times. Their marriages lasted 3 to 5 years, all of them, or less, okay? That you're actually proving my point. You're saying that you've had 3 marriages, and you worked and he worked, and none of them lasted longer than 3 years. So that proves that you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? And they admit that they shouldn't do it. If you don't bring up the woman working, if you just say, if 2 parents are there and they're going to work 75 hours a week, no, that's impossible. And then the very next sentence you say, okay, well then, if a man and a woman work, you're gonna have to work 75 hours a week, right? So no. That works. If the man and woman works, no, that works. No. That's oppression. If no. It's all double speak. It's all double speak, okay? And there's 2 ways that you can have your wife work, right? You can have her work and you work, or you can have her work and you stay at home and be the house husband. Let's do the house husband first thing, okay? That is a horrible idea, okay? 90% of marriages where the man is at home and the woman goes out and she's the breadwinner, 90% of them fail. So basically you're saying every marriage fails if you do that, okay? 90% you can say, oh, at that point, okay? And the reason why is because the woman will lose respect for the man, okay? Because she's doing all the work. When you have someone at home and you have someone working, the person who's doing the working, which is usually the man, is doing more. It's actually not even a 50-50 ratio. The man is doing 60% of the stuff, and the woman is doing about 40, okay? Except when they have babies. You know, that short period of time where they have babies galore until they go to kindergarten. Yeah, the man is putting in a lot more. And then the woman realizes that they're putting in more, okay? And they can't have respect for the man because the man is supposed to be, biologically, he has to be a provider. And if he's not a provider, her biology will say, no, I can't. And when we go into my videos about what I know about women, family, and marriage, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But the woman, by biology, is forced. Not all of them. And there's always exceptions to the rule. But in general, a woman will not respect the man if he is a house husband. She will put him down eventually. And, you know, even though if she was in that position, she would be like, I'm being oppressed being a housewife. But as soon as the rules are reversed, not 100%, 90% of the time, the woman will be like, no, man, why do I have to do all the work while you just sit at home doing nothing? You know, and they will lose respect. So that's out of the question. You know, should you be a house husband and let your wife work? It'd be crazy to do it. But let's see the other thing where they both work, you know, the husband and the wife both work. You're going to have to work 75 hours a week, right? Your marriage is not going to last for more than 5 years, man. I can guarantee you, man. And if it does, after 5 years, and probably before that, you're going to be miserable. She's going to be miserable. Your kids are going to be miserable. Well, the kids will probably be happy because they have no parents. So they have no roles, no nothing, no teacher, and they'll just go galore and do whatever they want. So they're going to be happy. Of course, they're not going to be happy as adults because they're not going to be successful because you didn't teach them. You didn't do anything with them. Because you were always working, you know, at work or working at home, cleaning. You know what I mean? You were always tired. Both parents are always tired. Both parents are miserable. So let's get down to the end of this video here. Let's see how much time I got left. Okay, I got just enough. Let's answer the question. Okay, the question was, should a husband let his wife work? The answer is not no. The answer is not yes. Okay, and the same answer, same thing with should a husband let his wife work while he stays at home as a house husband? The answer is not yes. The answer is not no. Both questions have the same answer. The answer is the same as if I asked you, should you let your wife rape children? If I asked you that, see, it's a nonsensical question. There's no yes or no answer to that. The answer is I wouldn't pick a woman who wanted to sexually, rape children. I wouldn't pick that. That would be my answer. It wouldn't be no, I wouldn't let her. It wouldn't be yes, I would let her, obviously. It wouldn't be that, you know. The answer is I won't pick a woman like that. Why would I want a woman who wants to rape children? Okay? Okay? All right? I wouldn't do that. So the answer wouldn't be, oh, would you let your woman rape children? The answer isn't, no, I wouldn't let my children, I wouldn't let that. No, that's not the answer, because that means that your woman wants to rape children. Okay? So, what's the answer? The answer is I wouldn't pick a woman who wanted to rape children. So it's a moot point. It's a nonsensical point because I wouldn't pick a woman who wants to rape children. Now let's go back to, would you let your wife, would you let your wife work? The answer for a pastafarian is, I wouldn't pick a woman who wanted to work. Okay? So the question is doesn't make any sense. Because I'm going to pick, as a pastafarian, I would pick a woman who wants to stay at home and wants to be a mother. And do you know why? Because people that want to be mothers are mothers. People who want to have a career are employees. You know what I mean? If your woman, you know what I mean? It's like, what someone wants is what they want. You know what I mean? If she wants to be a boss babe, right? And she wants to, then that means she doesn't want to be a mother. You know? And you're picking a woman who chooses a job, basically, a job. And not only that, not only is she picking a job over her family, right? You can say, well, the man does it too. Yeah, but the man has to. If he lets the woman do it and he stays at home, it's 100%, it's 90% chance that they're going to get a divorce. Okay? So you cannot do that, right? You both have to work. She is picking to everything over her family. Like two parents working 75 hours a week. You can't your marriage is going to fail. It's 100% chance your marriage is going to fail. Okay, almost. All right. No one can withstand working 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, forever. Same way with 11 hours. No one can stand working 11 hours a week every day for 40 years. You're not going to have time. So she doesn't care. She doesn't care that her kids, her. And what's funny is the first response that a woman will say that wants the woman to work is this, that, I lost my train of thought. But anyways, she's picking, it's like if you wanted to be a mother is someone who wants to be a mother more than anything else. You know what I mean? And if she tells you, I have to be a biologist, I have to be, or I have to be a chemist, I have to be HR, whatever, I have to be a teacher. That's who she is. Take her word for it. If she says that she's a teacher or she's a biologist, that is what she is. But if you're looking for a wife and a mother of your children, she's telling you, I'm not that. What I am to the core is I am this, whatever her job is that she thinks is so great. You know what I mean? And she's obviously thinking that being a housewife is being oppressed. Being a mother, being caring about your kids more than anything else in the world is oppression. Okay? Do you want that type of woman? Do you want a woman who puts their job over their children, their marriage over everything? But I really want anyone who thinks that a woman should work during, a marriage with children. I can see if you're both parents are never going to have children, okay? And so they both work. Okay, I could see that maybe. I don't see it happen. I don't see it lasting for a lifetime, though. But at least I could understand that. But if you know you're going to have children, it doesn't make, I don't even understand. You're basically saying, and what they'll say is that, that's what it is. Women will say, well, we'll just get a nanny. And then we'll have all this money. We can get a nanny. We can get a maid that comes in once a day and cleans up, and we can just buy our food at Long John Silver's and McDonald's or whatever instead of Pizza Hut or whatever. Instead of cooking it, and we'll just have all this. What's the point then? What is the point of going to work? And you are separated from your child, and you get paid, and then you pay other people to take care of your child. Why don't you just take care of your child in the first place? They'll say, I'm a teacher. I got to, you're going out to teach total strangers kids when your own kids are there that you could teach them. It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. So again, the answer is, don't find a woman. Don't get a boss babe. If you want a boss babe, you'll get a boss babe. If you want someone who wants to be a mother, guess what? They'll act like a mother. That's the whole thing. If you want your wife to act like an employee, then make her work. If you want her to act like a mother, then don't make her work.